Scrappy friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have that 1 minute delay at the beginning just so people can get their notifications and your coffee. I actually was out this morning early walking and got a coffee on my way home, so pretty excited about that. So how's everybody doing today? I'm trying to even out my screen here a little bit. There we go. How's everybody doing? I don't know about where you are. Hopefully your day is as nice as mine. It's beautiful outside today, a little crisp, but not too bad. So very happy about that. And to keep me warm, I have my coffee. So how much better could the day get? Although I'm going to be scrapbooking, so I'm guessing it's going to get a lot better. So let's chat a little bit before we jump into it, allow people to still get their notifications and their internet worked out. So let's chat and go ahead and turn on my little video here. Make sure I'm not muted. Okay. So if you haven't heard this week, Creative Memories put out a coupon, and this is kind of a coupon they did as a little bit of an apology or a thank you for everyone who put up with some of the ordering issues they had back in December. So this is not typical for them to put out a coupon this time of year, but they did it, like I said, just to say thank you and continued your support. Okay, so take advantage of that. And because that ends tomorrow at noon Central Time, as well as the secret box also ends tomorrow at noon. Although I shouldn't say it's ending, because what I heard they're doing with this particular secret box, and I guess the rest of them going forward, is you get a little bit of a discount. There's bonus items in this box, and I guess what they're going to do moving forward is they're going to take the box and leave it on the site unless it sells out, but up the price of it to match the contents that are in it. It won't be more than the contents. But if you buy it before tomorrow at noon, you save a little bit. And this time they're doing something a little bit different as well. They're doing a special, and I don't know if they're going to continue this the rest of the year, but Noreen Smith's going to come on next Friday, and give us a sample layout and some project ideas to do with the box. And then in your box, you get this card. I actually opened mine so I can show you this card. And I'm going to cover up the UPC. Let me put my screen back to where you can see me. You'll get this card in there, and it has this little UPC symbol right here. And what you do is when you get that, you click it, and that's going to take you to more projects that you can use with the box. So that's pretty exciting this time. I just learned that yesterday, actually watching Noreen Smith, and I think that's pretty cool. So if you haven't done that, tomorrow by noon, save yourself some money. And let me fast forward this now because I clicked out. And yes, as you can tell, I did peek. And I love this one, but I can't give you any more than that. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to talk about? Here we go. Okay, and then the new paper collection that came out this week, it's called Scrap Happy 2. And I guess this is a second one to a Scrap Happy they had a few years back. It's just a beautiful, bright, happy collection. It's just the colors in here. I kind of think, oh, like spring is coming. Spring is coming with these colors, but it's actually geared towards scrapbookers like us. We are probably taking pictures when we're scrapbooking ourselves, or we should be, and at our crops. And so this is kind of one of those collections that we can use to scrapbook about ourselves. So that's exciting. I also feel like I said, it has a little bit of spring to it, like spring as in the season, and a little bit of pep, I guess, too. And maybe it could even be used for some baby pages, but there's a lot of camera icons, film icons, which I feel like those can be used on all kinds of layouts. So not just scrapbooking. And then you'll see there on the screen, the album cover is really, really cute as well. So, hi, Jody. It's lunchtime in Illinois. So you're eating lunch right now? I know I'm not thinking good morning and drinking my coffee still. And other people are having lunch and possibly dinner, right? Or just waking up for the day in Australia, right? Okay, a couple other things I wanted to talk to you before we get into scrapbooking for the day. Let me move this aside. Let me change my overhead. There we go. So if you follow me, you know that at the beginning of the year, I decided I want to focus more on journaling. And, to do that, I had to get some supplies ready and collected so that I want to make it easy on myself to make sure that I not only save room for journaling on my pages, but that I actually focus on it. And I talked about in that video the lined paper that Create a Memory sells. So today I wanted to show you the samples of it. They have 3 different colors, and they're lined as if you were going to write on a paper, which is great because you can cut it down to whatever size you need for your layout. So they have the white, the natural, and the Spargo. And I have here underneath, these are older vintage Creative Memories papers. When they used to have the lined paper. They used to have black, they don't anymore. So I hoard this. I put this, so sometimes I have guests come to my scrap room and this is off limits to them. So, well, it depends on who the guest is. But back in the day, it used to be 2-sided. And that was awesome because I would feel like, okay, if I messed up, then I could just turn it over and try again. Now it's not 2-sided, it's 1-sided. And I do kind of wish it was double-sided in case I mess up, but I think the reason they did this was you can now take this paper and maybe matte photos on your page or use it so that it would match up on your page. So I think that's why they did that, but still it's also lighter weight, which I do like because this one is pretty thick, and not that that's normally a problem, but you start adding that weight to your album. The thinner paper is going to be better to keep the weight down in your album. So that's pretty good. Hi, Karen. Karen's working on Valentine's gifts today. Valentine's baskets. Oh, that's fun. And you're in Maryland. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, if you're here, go ahead. Let us know where you're from. I'd appreciate that. I'd like to know who's having lunch, supper, or are you having coffee like me? It actually is my second coffee for the day. So if I start talking really fast, you know why. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the new catalog. This came out last month in January, and the reason I'm bringing it up is because this is a different catalog style than they had before. So if you haven't seen it, they used to put out it was probably like a third of this size. It was just a little pamphlet, not pamphlet, it was still a nice book, but now they're doing it annually and they upsized it to this bigger size. Inside there's a pocket, which is awesome. You can put handouts in there, page layouts that you want to do, but this is more of what I like to call a reference manual. There is so much information in here and page layout ideas throughout this whole book. So if you're ordering, type in catalog and throw one of these in your basket because like I said, there's just a ton of information. I wanted to highlight a couple. I should have tagged it before I started, because you'll see throughout the book, see, I almost said manual, throughout the catalog, you'll see UPC QR codes. I'm sorry, QR codes. Oh, did I say UPC on that other one? Obviously, it's a QR code. And you scan it and you can get more information. And what I really like is, where is it? Peekaboo Pockets, here it is. So in here it has the QR code. If you scan that, it'll walk you through how to use the Peekaboo Pocket, how to insert pages. So each of them have something else of value to them. So that's why I think this is such a great reference thing to throw in to your supplies. And it's for the whole year, so we'll see some things in here will change throughout the year, but there'll be additions, and that's what you can use your pocket in the front for. And here's another page I like because it shows all of the card stock, and I always want to know what card stock is going to coordinate with my pack. And then in fact, I was looking for a piece the other day. It was like I have it here, it's an olive green, and I was wondering if it was discontinued or not. And so I came to here and yep, it sure has been discontinued. So that's a bummer, but now I can check right away. Okay. Also, speaking of coordinating cardstock, for each collection, they also list what the coordinating cardstock is. So pick one of these up when you get a chance. One more page I want to show you is the album covers. Here we go. These are all the different color book cloths that we have, and this will help you if you want to make a custom spine. You'll know which color to pick. And so I think this is a really great page to have too, because you can't really find this anywhere that's so convenient as this. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about. Let's see who's joined us. Kimberly, hi, from Ohio. And Lori from Tennessee. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us. I just dropped my paper. Oh, here it is. Okay, we're good. Okay, I got my tools ready. I have a whole stack of things to do today, to use today. So what are we going to do? Let me click back here. Oh, there's my website right down there if anybody needs it. If you need an advisor, I would love to help you with that. If you ever have any questions, my email is in the description of every video I have. Okay, so feel free anytime to email me. So today we are gonna jump into our 110 scrapbooking ideas and sketchbook. I feel like I haven't done one in a while, but I was thinking it was a live, I think it was our first live of this year, actually. So we're going to tackle another page today. We will take a 1-page layout and we're gonna turn it into a 2-page. Hi Nancy from Canada. Ooh, is it cold there? You have snow? I bet it's cold. So yeah, we're going to be working. If you have this book and you want to follow along, I'm going to be on page 40 for today, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the screen so we can talk about it really quickly. Thank you, Jody. I'm talking away and nobody can hear me. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, Nancy, I was just reading Nancy's comment about how it's going to be above 0 for this week. So that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm cold and it's like 50 something here today so far. It might get a little warmer, but okay. So I was explaining this sketch that I think it's relatively a simple sketch. If you look at the inspiration that they gave us, the 4th of July page, it doesn't look like it's going to be that. It looks more difficult than it's going to be. But you'll see it's at the top. It's just a pretty simple border, a strip of paper going across the center with those 2 photos on it. It's cut into a banner. We're gonna look at that today to see whether we want to cut that into a banner. You could always leave that straight if you wanted to, and then a big 4x6 whole photo at the bottom, which I love because we always have those photos we don't necessarily want to cut. And then the journaling box. Now I'm going to be making this into a 2-page, so I probably I don't need to keep my journal box right there. I could always add another photo. Okay. Hi Diane, thanks for joining us. Okay. It's good scrapbooking weather. Yes, when it's cold, turn that heater on and scrapbook away. I agree, Nancy. You're not going to go out anyway, right? So you might as well scrapbook. Awesome. Okay. So let me come back to my overhead and show you what I'm going to work with today. I'm going to pull out, make sure I didn't lose my sound. Okay. The new Serenity papers. This, I don't know, I showed this on my Facebook group. It's really a beautiful collection, and you know, it is exactly what it's supposed to be. It's very calming. Like, I know in the past, I've always talked about when I'm doing sporting pages for my children and using those high energy papers. This is the exact opposite. So at first I was kind of like, what am I going to use this with? But it happens to be actually a lot of the colors from my son's wedding a couple weeks ago. So I was kind of like, should I save it? But I think I'll just buy another one to give to her, because to my new daughter-in-law, because yeah, the greens and the blues were their colors. Okay, so of course I pulled out pretty much all the blues and the greens. And we'll just go through these really quickly. You can see I've already cut into it. Yesterday on Facebook, actually, I did a little border using this paper, and it was pretty cute. And also using the new square tile punch. So if you haven't seen that, pop on over there. Okay, so I got some the blues and the greens and this piece of brown. It's really cute. You could see that. And I pulled in some white and some navy cardstock. I'm going to, in our sketch, let me go ahead and put that back up in the corner here for you. You can follow along. There we go. It is a frame style, what I like to call a frame style foundation. So I'll be taking the blue and then building on top of this. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and start with our blue. I will gut that so that I can save some of it. I'm probably going to use it to mat the photos behind on the opposite page. We'll see. But so I'm going to go ahead and cut an inch frame just to give me plenty of room. And I have to apologize. It might, whenever I'm cutting, I have a new microphone, and so when I'm cutting, I know it's pretty loud. I'm sorry. On my recorded videos, I've been trying to dim the volume when that happens. And today I should be getting a what they call a boom arm, so it comes over. It won't be sitting right on top of my table, but later when I start punching, I do apologize for that sound that's gonna hit your ears. I am not. There we go. It actually might be time to change my mat over on my trimmer. Let's see. Or am I just not? Oh, there we go. No, I'm just not cutting straight. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think I'm going to use this blue piece for the base. Now, I'm not going to trim this. You can, but because I'm going to build my border right on top here, but I'm going to trim it so it fits on the mat, but I'm not going to try and save just a couple inches of paper. So I'm going to trim this to 11.5 by 11.5. So I'll just take a 1/2 inch off of each side. When we were chatting, I should have told you, stay tuned to the end, because I'm going to announce my online crop that I'm doing and some other things. So if you're on my Facebook group, you probably already saw it, but yep, stay tuned. I'll explain everything at the end. Okay, there's my base. I have a little something right here. Actually, I'll turn it up to the top. Oh, you know what? I actually think I might I actually might want the green. Speaking of a little something at the top. Let me use the other piece. I think I'm gonna do green. I don't know what I was just thinking here. I'm doing some pictures today of actually this Japanese garden we went to when we were in San Antonio, Texas. It's called the Japanese Tea Garden, and it was just very beautiful, very calming, very zen-like. So I thought this paper would be perfect. But I have a lot of green, and a lot of blue. Okay, let's see. I am going to switch to the green. So sorry about that. Let me just trim off a 1/2 inch. and a 1/2 inch. We'll save that blue. I'll be bringing that back in. Okay, let's see. I want my, not that it matters, but these have, it has kind of a direction, so you have to decide if you want it to go up or down. Okay, let me get my tape. Going to use repositionable on this tape on the back so that if I have to move it, I have some time. I'm just going to go around the edge. There's some people do it right onto the frame. I like to go around the edge of this paper and then lay it on top of the frame. Okay, direction won't matter at this point because I could just rotate the paper, and there we go. Whoops. Okay. There, I feel better now. It's green. Because now I want to put at the top, let's see, this was 11.5, which is going to be perfect. So I want to do a 2-inch strip for the top border at the top, okay? I just turned it around because that little scuff mark right there, I don't know what that is and why that's on there, but I don't want that to be in my border. Okay, so this one's going to be 11.5 by 2 inches. And it's going to go right at the top. So at least cutting off that extra 1/2 inch didn't harm my layout yet. So that was good. It's just wasted my paper, but that's okay. Okay, so far, so good. So now we got that's basically it as far as the base part of the sketch. Now the next part would be to decorate the border. So here's where you're going to throw in whatever theme you're working on, or whatever, this is where you can decorate according to your page. So in our inspiration we saw they used 4th of July. So they had a banner hanging down there, and they used a lot of red, white, and blue, of course. So, but for me, I wanted to bring in this new border making cartridge, the Ancient Key, it's called. This reminded me of this garden because it was an ancient, it's actually, if I remember correctly, it's an old sunken limestone yard, and it was sunk, like, I don't know if that's how it was when they were digging out the limestone, and then the city took it over and made this tea garden, something like that. That's kind of the story I remember. And so it kind of has an old world kind of effect. So I thought, why not try this out and see if we like it. So let me see here. I have a couple. I want to do blue, and I'm not sure if I want to bring in the navy and put it across. So I'm going to first punch it out in this blue that came in the collection and see if we like it. Okay, and here's where it might get kind of loud with my speaker on the table, so just want to give you a heads up. So this new punch, or this new border making cartridge, is what I call an inset. So it stays inside the paper until we cut it out. It has all these cute little punch outs, fallouts, if you will. Let's see if I have that white paper. So if you're ever looking for ease in your scrapbooking, you should never run out of ease again. That's what it reminds me of, letters. But that's cute. If you like that, save it for future. I don't think I'm going to need it for today, so I'm going to put that aside. Okay, so what I want to do here is trim this off. 1 inch is going to be not enough. 1 1/4. Let's see. Okay, it looks like maybe we'll do 1 1/4 and see. I'm trying to get it even with the other side as much as I could. I think it might be a little too big. It's going to be not quite 1 1/4. Oops. There we go. And I want to lay it right here. So if you know me, I like to, when I put it on, I don't really like to see the pattern paper showing through. I know that some of you, that you're like, that's crazy, but so I usually back something like this kind of punch, and I'm going to do that today too. I have actually some scraps laying here. I was going to do white, but now that I just remembered, I have some beige laying here. Beige is one, well, so is white, but beige is a coordinating cardstock for this collection. So let me try that. I think that's going to look nicer. Then the white might be a little too much. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's cute. And there we go. That's my plan for the border. I'm liking that. Let me get my mat for my repo. Has anybody gotten this Serenity collection yet? And what kind of themes are you using with it? I was saying like it matches my son's wedding. What else? It's designed for like a self-care kind of thing, but I'm not sure I have any photos of, of that, if I've ever. One time I went to a salt float. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. That was actually recently, and I've already scrapped those photos, so this would have been perfect for that. I'll have to go again so I could scrap some more photos. It was really, really relaxing. If you've never done it, it's like a sensory deprivation. So you float in water, and for like an hour, you just float. It was nice. You don't think about anything. And you almost, some people fall asleep. I did not fall asleep. Okay, there we go. And that's going to be my top border. I'm not going to cut it. So in our sketch right there, you'll see that theirs only goes from the 11.5 inch. I guess I could, and I would lose one hole of the ease, but this, whoops, it's such a cute little pattern. I don't want to. Okay, for now I'm not going to cut it. We'll see as I continue on here if we're going to cut it or not. I am going to go ahead and adhere this one down. I think it's pretty much, oh, it's okay, I'll use this one. That one's easy. I'm not going to move that one around. Oh, hi, Cheryl. We were just talking about San Antonio. It's the garden I'm going to do today. This Japanese tea garden. Let me show you have you been here? You probably have, right? I think it's just right outside. Did I write down I wrote a couple notes for my journaling, but it was just outside of San Antonio. But yeah, this is what it looks like. If you Google it too, that's the picture that comes up. It was fun there. It was fun. When we went through Texas, this was 2021, and I have to say San Antonio was fun. It was a fun place. We did some tubing. we walked the river walk. It was fun. Took the little cruise around the river walk. Fun stuff. Oh, we at that restaurant, something America's. Lots to do there. Okay, so that's my border. Let's see. Now what I want to do is, in our inspiration, or in our sketch, they have, yes, go again, Cheryl, go again. It was just so pleasant that day. It was beautiful. Whenever we're traveling, we like things like this, so it was fun. It was very beautiful. It even had a little waterfall. Yep. There's us walking, beautiful flowers. I don't know, it depends on what time of year, I'm guessing. I'm digging into my laser cut borders here, and I'm not even showing you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in some of these. I already know I'm leaning towards this flower one because I pulled that out right away. And here's another flowery one because we're at a garden, right? Oh yeah, see, this is why I probably don't want to trim it either. Nope, I like this one because it's blue. The other side is gray. There's a lot of geometric shapes, but I feel like with this already is probably good on my geometrics. This one's kind of cute though, very dainty, and it's blue. What about green? No, that one fades right into my green. There's this one. I guess I should move that so I... Ooh, that one's cute too. See, a lot of them would work, right? This one's cute. It kind of matches the design on the paper. Yes, it was. Okay, so we did go in the summer. It was August. Yeah, it was warm. I'm not going to lie. It was warm. But it's funny because when I think about this day, I don't remember the heat. So I guess either we were used to it by that point, or, but I'm sure it was. Let's see if we could tell if we're sweating in the photo. It's hard to tell. I don't really have like close-up ones. My daughter's wearing her hat, so I'm guessing it was kind of hot. I'm sure it was hot. I forgot about that, but I guess from California, we have hot summers too, so. Okay, different kind of heat. This is what I'm thinking. In our sketch, it looks like they did this and put the strip over their banner, but I don't want to do that because I want to highlight. These flowers are so pretty. So there we go. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay. Now, I'm not going to adhere it down yet because I want to make sure my photos and everything are going to fit. Okay, so we have a strip going across here. Down here we have one photo. I do have my map cards with me today so we can decide. Right here where they have a journaling box, I am going to put another photo. So first thing, let's see. I just want to remind everybody about these sketches. Most of them are on the blog. You just have to know how to find them. So if you take the book, let's open up to page 40 where we're at today. And you look at the inspiration, it'll tell you what paper pack they used. You can go to the blog, and this one is United We Stand. You type in this, and that's going to be the best way for you to find it, especially if it's an older one. This is from 2021. When I typed in United We Stand, this inspiration came up right away. Okay, and that's where you would find the directions and the cutting sizes that they used. Okay, but I just want to point out that we want to make our pictures match. We want it to fit our pictures, not necessarily always conform to what they have. So you could always make these wider if you want to, and make this one smaller. So you want to play with it. But if you ever want to know, now not all of them are on there. When I did the 12 Days of Christmas, I think 3 of them were not on the blog at all, or I couldn't find them by doing my little search. But so they're not all on there, but the majority of them are. You just have to find them and hunt for them. Okay, let's see here. Let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, what's next? Let's see here. So now I want to work on the strip of paper going across right here, and I am going to do some 4x6 photos there. Let's see what we have. This is the one I kind of want to keep whole and have at this bottom. Put that one as a 4x4. This one, my husband's sniffing the flowers. I thought he's wearing a zombie shirt and then he's smelling the flowers. Yeah, that was a, oh, go sniff those flowers. I'll take your photo. Oh, let's see here. This one, maybe here. And then for the other page, I'm going to keep, most of these are vertical, so I'm going to keep all the verticals for this other side. Okay. So for this one, let's see here. Got my template out, and I want to trim them to 4x4. but I just want to make sure where it's going to be. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Get my trimmer out. I want it at the top of the building structure, but I still want a little bit of the clouds. So I think that's pretty. So let's do that. And then 4x4. Okay, that's good. For this one, okay, right up above his head. I want to try and get as many of those flowers as I can. Okay. This one at the bottom, I think it's also going to be a 4x4. So let's trim off a little on the side. I might make this one a little smaller. Hi Sharon. From Australia, 5:30. So it's dinner time. Oh, you're getting ready for work. Yeah. Oh, I wish you could stay home and scrap too. But we got to work so we can pay for scrapping. Right? So, okay, that's how that's going to look on that side. Something like that. So I'm going to, actually I don't need to scoot it over yet. Put those verticals on this. So I'm going to put a strip here, and I'm going to bring in this paper to bring in some darker green. Let me bring in my, so if I have 4-inch photos, I only like a small mat around. So I'm going to do a 4 1/4. And it's going to be by 10 inches. I'm just, that part I did get from the blog. It was a 10-inch. Okay, so now we were talking about this earlier, whether we want to cut in the bannery looking flag part. It looks good on the inspiration because it was a 4th of July photo, but let's see. I'm going to hold it there for a minute while I decide on which mat card I'm going to use. My picture is 4x6, so I brought in the, what are these, 4.5 by 6.5 inch one. So probably going to go with something blue. Let's see what our options are. We have blue, green, but I'm getting a lot of green on there. Brown is nice. Blue. This is that beige. It's kind of brown. That's nice too, actually. Put that in the purplish I want to stay away from. And then there's a nice blue. That matches almost to our paper. Let's see here. Put this one. Gonna have to scoot these up a bit. I could trim my mat a tiny bit. Oh, I like that one. Let me see the other blues. I like the darker one. Put those aside. I'm going to go with blue. That one's nice too. Okay, what do you guys think? Darker or the lighter one? Okay, let me scoot everything up just a little bit. This is why I didn't want to adhere that border down right away. I think I'm going to go with the darker one. Okay, let's do that. Let's go with that one. Where's my regular adhesive? what's going on here? Let's try that again. There we go. Do this one first because it's going to take up a lot of room. But I like having that extra paper exposed. It just gives us another layer to our layout. So let's go ahead and put this one on. I was thinking I should go a little lighter, but I'm going to commit to that area. Let's see here. I kind of want those to be, what is our, oh, our sketch, they have it overlapping. I didn't think about that. Nope, I'm going to put it, give it its own little spot here. Okay, let me decide about, should I trim that into a banner? It's just, I feel like it's going to take off a lot of the paper, but let's do it. Let's do it and see if we like it. Okay. So to trim this one, I'm just going to take off a little bit. Actually, maybe up to that line. Let's see. Just going to cut in the center and then as best as I can. There's no like way to do this. You just hope that it's going to come out pretty even. I think it came out pretty even. Let's see. I had it the other way, but nope, I want it. Just being picky now, huh? Okay. There we go. The darker for balance, right, Lori? I think so too. The darker for more contrast. Yeah, Diane. Okay, so we're all on the same. Awesome. So you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, I think that's why I went with this darker green too, because it just kind of pulls it right out. Okay. There, I made a decision. I got that cut. You bring this down just a bit so I can. Now in our sketch, they put a little strip of paper here. Maybe I'll come back and do that once I see what we're going to do on the other side, but for now I'm just going to leave it empty right there. I don't really like how I lined those up. Darn it. Of course I used regular adhesive, but it hasn't been down very long, so let's see if I can get this up. Oops. Okay, let's go ahead and get this down. So that way I could now get my border in place. So what I want is these flowers to be not quite touching the photos, and then this to be underneath. So I think I'm still not going to trim it because I like it to be, I want it to be the full length. Okay, let's put this back in place just so I'm going to scoot this down just a minute so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Kind of slide that under just so I can get a little bit of a position. I'm okay with it covering up a little bit of the border. Guess I should bring my mat out so I can get this straight. There we go. Okay, and make sure I'm doing the right side, which I want the blue. Okay, and bring it to the edge and just a tippy top, maybe touching the green, or at least look like it's really close. There we go. There's our first page. I think it looks pretty similar to our sketch there. Okay, let's move that one aside for a minute and start working on the second page. And let's see what I'm going to do for the second page. I want to bring in some of the colors. I have some white. Oh, I have brown also. I didn't really use brown yet, so let me move this over. So I think what I'm gonna do is, where's my white? I might need to wallpaper. I think I'm gonna cut this one to be, let's see, my photos. Let's do that first. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. So at the bottom down here, I'm gonna have, actually, let's see, what do I want to put down here? I have some people. I like to separate sometimes the people. If I have some scenic photos, I want to separate them. So it's not like people, people, people. It'll be people, and then I like that waterfall right in the middle there. And then I think what I'll do is put these two at the top. So that's going to be the basic design right there. These will need to be trimmed down. They're all going to need to be trimmed down. I brought in, I think these, I like the size 3.5 by 5 when I'm trying to get 3 large photos across, or I guess it would be across the top or bottom. So I think this is a good size. I just want to make sure how my pictures are going to fit. With that, I don't want to cut off, you know, too much. I want to still be able to see what we were doing. This one will be close. I'll get both sides of that structure, okay? So I'm going to cut these down to, I think that'll work perfect. 3.5 by 5. Do the 5 inches first. Okay, and then 3.5, I'll just take 1/4 off of each side. On this one, it works out really well. Okay, oops, yep, we'll just keep doing that. Let's see, I have a lot down here. Five, and then 3.5. Again, I'll do 1/4 inch off of each side. Okay, one more. Let's see. And this one's going to be, let's see if I could do 1/4 inch. Let me do the other side first because, oh yeah, that should work. Okay. I was afraid I was going to cut off part of the structure, but nope, it's perfect. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be down at the bottom. Let's see, at the top, let's see here. What do I want to do with those pictures? I do want to bring in some blue because I have, before I accidentally cut into the full piece, I do have a little piece or smaller piece. Oh, but it's only, oh, that might work. That's right, we trimmed this one. See, I trimmed it and I didn't need to. Okay, well, we'll bring in the other piece and see. I just want a piece at the top, and I'm thinking to house the photos, which I need to trim these. They're still a little big. I just don't know what size I want yet. And I'll probably back these in the dark blue that I use, the navy cardstock over here. Is that what I want to do? Let's see here. Put our pictures back up. Let me bring the white in. Let's bring white and see if we like that better. It's funny, when I start, everything is somewhat organized. But now I have like my trimmers on top of everything. And okay, so down here, I would bring in the green, like run a strip behind it. A pretty good strip. So if these are 5, I'd probably make my strip 5 1/4 or 5.5. And Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me do that. Let me cut this one to 5 1/4. Because what I'm thinking now is to bring back in our ancient key border from the other side as well. Okay, so does this matter which way I cut it? So I want this 5, I'm going to do 5 1/2. If it's too big, then I will, oops, like I said, I didn't need to open the arm, trim it slightly, but I'm going to go 5 1/2. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's see. Spread them out just a tad more. There we go. Okay, so then at the top, I'll put the blue like we did over here. Make sure it's going the right direction. And so, yeah, I like that. Okay, so 5 1/2 means that I need 6 1/2 if I'm going to wallpaper the whole thing. And it's okay if I have a little bit of a gap in there because I'm going to cut out another ancient key border. So let's do that. Let's do 6 1/2. Hopefully my math is working out today. I'm wondering about this. Oh, this paper is not lined up. Okay. And sometimes with this white, okay, I'll just put it up to the top. It won't matter because, yep. Okay, so let's leave that there actually. And I'll make the border for the middle. Get our blue back out again. Move that up. Actually, I'm going to do it on this side so I'm a little bit further away from the microphone. Okay, get all our cute little fallout. And trim this one. We did, it was a little bit more than 1 1/4 inches. Or a little less than 1 1/4 inches. Actually, it was 1/8, it looks like. Let's see. Okay, there's that. And then get that beige back out again. See, we already made these decisions, so it's a little bit faster. Okay. And get this adhered to the back. I should do it on the other side so I can actually see it. Make sure it's lined up. Whoops, I keep doing that. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed on the other side too, there was like a little overhang. Oh, because I do have it a little down. Oh my goodness. There we go. Trim this up a little bit. Okay, so this is my idea. Put this in between both of those. There we go. Yeah, I like it. It matches really nicely with the other side. Okay, so then here, these photos will lay up at the top. I have some room. I just don't have room without trimming them. So it's going to go something like this. So I'm going to, let's see. Let me hold off for a moment. Okay, so I need to make a couple decisions before I could get all this laid down at the bottom. Let's do that. And then I can move this border up and down a little bit if I need to. So let me go ahead and get these all adhered down. I should probably do that paper first. Scoot all that out of the way. It all looks good, and then when you go to adhere it, you have to take it all apart. Oops. Okay, how we doing out there? This one's a little bit longer, huh, than normal. I have a lot of extra photos to put on this one, so usually I only have about 4 or so, but what do we have today? Oh, I guess it's only 5. Line this up. We can always clean that up if we need to, that extra little bit. Ah. Did I use Repo? Because that came off very easy. Okay, we're going to cover that part up. And let's get this one on here very lightly so I can get them spaced back out again. Let's move it over. There we go. Get this one in the center. Okay. Cheryl says, that gives you a great place to do the embellishing. Oh, at the top? Yes. Yes, yes. And I still have to get that journaling in. So we're going to do something a little bit different. So I was thinking about this. I'm going to give this a try today, but I'm going to tuck my journaling in behind the photo. Okay, so I just want to adhere this one just at the bottom a little bit to keep it in place right now. So I can work with those photos at the top and it won't keep moving around on me. So I just did a little bit on the bottom so I could still slide. I think I kind of want to tuck them in. And they're looking okay as whole photos. I just think that it's a little bit off. So let's just trim them a little bit. I think start with that and see. I'm trying to even them out because I don't, I can't measure that well with this little trimmer. Only goes to 5 inches and I want to keep them a little bit longer. So I'll use the first photo to even it out, and it's okay if I take off a little of the blue sky. So there we go. So at least they're the same size without too much trouble. Okay, there. So you see, I like having much more exposed at the top. This one I kind of want overlapping the flower. I want the tower overlapping the flower photo, maybe even a little higher, because I can see my daughter and the tower, and where this is just some scenery photos. Okay, so I like that. I like it, and let's go ahead and bring the other page back in. Let me see if I can remove the sketch from the screen. There we go. So that we could still see both pages, so we can see both pages. Okay. So we need to talk about journaling, title, and embellishing. So my title I did pick out. So I was very happy with myself. If you haven't seen my video, I had that new video where I just did all my titles. So I picked my book out, pulled it out. It's sitting here right behind me, and I easily went and found this title. It says "This is Everything." I'm going to trim it because I don't like the way it's cut. And I like that it's kind of distressed looking. Kind of gives that, again, that old feeling that we're looking for. So let me go ahead and trim this. See if I can trim it. But yeah, I went right to my book. I looked at greens and blues. I didn't have anything that I felt like was working, and so then I went for black. Black's neutral, right? So it can go on anything. And let's see what we're going to do with this. If it doesn't work out, then I'll pick another one. But I liked it. This is everything, because I wanted it, this is one spot we really did enjoy seeing. in San Antonio. I mean, there's so much to do anyway. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention the Alamo, and we went to this really good Mexican bakery. I mean, San Antonio has a lot going on. But anyway, we really enjoyed this spot. So that's why I felt like this title is perfect. Probably want it up at the top. And so that's why I also want to fuss with my, oh, I could have kept it maybe. Let's scoot it over a little bit. No, I think I want it at the top. Let's cut, maybe we have to cut them down some more. At least this one. Okay. I mean, my goal here is just to keep those flowers. So, okay, yeah, here we go. This is everything. It's going to look something like that. This is still on some sticky paper, so it won't be quite as wide. I can maybe even put a little sticker or something in between there. Yeah, it's a little long. Let's see. Okay, I like that. Maybe even if I put it on like a little banner strip and make it look like a little banner, that would be cute. Okay, and then this one I just want touching a little bit. There, I like that. Okay, got my title. Journaling. So what I'm thinking for journaling is I kind of want this one, after I took all the trouble poking, I kind of want to tuck my journaling behind there. So I have some scrap paper here. I want it, you guys probably know what punch I'm going to bring out. If I could find it. I'm going to put my journaling on a tag. That's probably not a surprise to anybody. So my idea is to put it on a tag and slide it in here so that it can be pulled out if anybody wants to read about this Japanese tea garden that we saw in San Antonio. So I have some wood grain paper here. I'm going to do the biggest one on my punch, which is 3.5 inches wide. And probably we'll start with 4 inches and see if we like that. The photo's 4 inches, so that should work. Okay. Let's see, this plan is going to come out. Okay. Now I'm incorporating brown into my layout, which I know I don't have on this side, but that might be a good spot for this area that we were talking about. Let's scoot this over. I want to trim it just a little bit more. This one might cover up some of my border, but that's okay. So here's my idea. I want to stick it so it slides like in and out, okay? But to do that, I'm going to have to make it like a little pocket on the opposite side. And I'm going to pop it up onto some foam to do that. Okay, let me see if I can keep this in frame here. So here's about where I'm going to have the tag coming in and out. So I just turned it upside down, and I'll just, measure, you know, roughly measure. It's very sticky, so I'm going to have to probably clean those scissors when I'm done. Okay, and I'm just going to put it, you know, make a little pocket area for my, where I would want the tag to slide. Okay, so I'm just going to put foam around the edges. Give it a little bit of room. Whoops. There we go. So see, it'll slide in and out. Maybe I'm putting it on too tight. It's bending my photo a little bit. And then, let's put it back this way so we keep ourselves straight. And then I want a little bit sticking out maybe, how much? Let's see, that much. And so I'll put a little bit at the back to catch it so it doesn't keep sliding and get stuck under the photo. So of course this is going to have a page protector on it, so if anybody wants to read it they will have to take the page protector off, but that's okay. And then I'm going to use a piece of my lined paper I was showing earlier and put it right on top of there so that I have a nice journaling area. Now all I'm doing is I'm taking some more foam tape because I want the whole picture to be popped up off the page, and if I only kept it in those areas then it's going to be folded over in all the corners. So I'm just making sure I get the corners. Okay, let's see if we kind of committed now, but let's see if we like that. So this one's going to lay on top. Let's see, on top of this other photo. I just want a little space there, not much. It's perfect. I could bring down my title now because I did trim that photo a little bit, and there we go. Okay, it's going to slide right in and out like that. So once it's down, it'll slide in and out. I'll put a little bit of twine on that as well. Okay, I could bring down my title a little bit. I think I'll like that a little more, and I think I will put this on a little banner strip. So let's see how long this is. I'll get my ruler. Where is my ruler? Okay, let's see. This is about 7 inches should do it. 7 inches by 1 1/4 or so. Let's see. Bring in our scrap from the other side, and we'll do, let's just do 7 1/2 to make sure we like it. And then we said 1 1/4. Let's do 1 1/2, or yeah, 1 1/2. Why does it seem so small? And I'll fishtail it like we did over here so that we're bringing that same concept to the other page as well. Okay, let's see. It could be a little thinner. It's a little too much for me, so let me give it a little bit of a trim. We'll go down to 1 1/4. What did I do? I did a 3/4. Okay, I have more right here. We'll try this again. 1 1/4 this time. I just went to that first 1/4 inch mark and sliced, and that was not paying attention. Okay, let's do it like this. You know, I think I'm gonna go a little smaller actually. Hope I don't go too small. Okay, I'm gonna go to 1 inch. Yeah, to 1 inch. Hold this down. All this for my title. Okay. Well, picking out the title was easy, but now I feel like I'm wasting some paper here. Okay, let's do the other side because it looks a little straighter. Okay, so you probably can't see what I'm doing here. I'm just adhering it onto the banner strip. Straighten it out. And the next one, I kind of want to butt it up right next to it so it looks like it was just one. Oh, there's not enough space. I am going to have to put a little space there. Okay. There's that. Where's our scissors? We're going to trim it and give it a little. Now my scissors are sticky. I'm going to have to clean those. Let me grab my other pair. We'll give it a little bit of a fishtail. So it matches the other side. In fact, we'll have it just like that. I think I'll have it touching the edge. Okay. Let's see what we have now. Let me put this back in frame. I think, make sure we're still sliding. I think I'm going to tilt this a little bit. Make sure we're still in our groove. Yeah, see, you see how it hits? It's hitting the, I could feel it, but you guys can't see it, but it's hitting that back foam and not going anyplace. So that's perfectly what I wanted. I just want to slide it down. Okay. Okay. Good, we got that. Now let's do some embellishing. Let me grab my circles. I'm telling you, I have everything. Okay. What a mess I have here. Let's grab some circles here. The little one looks like he's missing in action. So we'll, oh no, I guess these are different sizes. Okay. Okay, so in our inspiration, in the sketch, which I took down now, so it had it up here in the top border. I don't necessarily have to do it there. I have some open spot here. I don't really want to cover up too much of my border, but let's just go with that for now. Okay, and then in the sketch, they did something like this because it was a one page, and I don't want to do that, so I'm going to come to the other page. I think if I'm going to try and do a triangle of some kind, I'm wondering if I should back some photos. But anyway, I'm going to come up here somewhere, probably next to my tag, without you know, hindering that tag going in and out. And then probably I need something either around here somewhere, or even here between the two photos would be nice. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, so the Serenity collection did not come with any embellishment, so we kind of are on our own. It does have stickers. So let me pull those out. And it had these two sheets, some icons, and then some word phrases, and I have I have something weird on my screen real quick. Let me just move that out of the way. I didn't bring in the border stickers because I knew I wasn't going to need them. Oh, hi, Jean and Deborah. Oh my gosh, I'm not even paying attention to the chat. I was so focused on my page right now. I wasn't. You got away for lunch. Oh yeah, you can catch up on the replay. It's all good, right? And then Deborah, you just jumped on. Oh, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, cut once, measure twice. Exactly. That's my motto. I don't like it, but it happens, right? It's only paper. So I have the stickers. So that's what we were doing. We're looking for embellishments. Okay. And so I have been using these quite a lot lately. These little cutouts. I'll show you them. I have them right here. So I get asked sometimes. They're just some little dies that I bought from Amazon. They were really cheap, but they look like little mini doilies, and I just have been loving them. I go through phases, right? I'm sure we all do, where we have our favorite. For a while, my favorite was the my scallop punch, and now it's this. And I did some on wood grain, and you think I had those with me? No, what happened to those? So I have some on the beige, because I knew I would probably want to bring in some more of that. And I cannot find the wood grain ones. Let's see. I might have to go grab my die cut. Okay. Well, that's not good. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, let's continue and see what we can do. Maybe I'll just grab my little Sizzix Big Kick real quick. Okay. Let's see. Let's decide which one we want first so I don't cut a whole bunch here. Okay, so up here, yeah, see, I would like to bring in some wood grain to go right here. So it would be one of these maybe up here. And then let's see what else we have. Some stickers. I like this shape. This one's different. That's a cute sticker. So let me bring my dies back in and see which one I like. This one is really cute when it's cut out. Let's cut this one out. I think I did one of each. I'll just cut one out and see if we like it, hopefully. Okay. One of these, I know when you go backwards to come back out, it doesn't fare too well, but it's okay. It wasn't this one. Okay, let's see if we like this one. Make this a little easier on ourselves. We're gonna like it. No, just kidding. Okay, get out all the little things. There we go. The little cutouts. Okay. So yeah, the beige just doesn't look good there. So I'm thinking the wood grain there, and then maybe over here we could put some beige. Let's try a different one. Oh, these two are the same. Okay. I don't always put three of them, so I'm okay not doing that. Okay. So those are how the dies work. pretty easy, and it's so cute. Look at the detail on that. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna actually bring in the square tile punch. This is the new one. Let's cut out a little. There's nowhere to put this. I would like some beige over here. I just don't want another circle, or another doily. I think that reminds me of the structures and stuff of this building. Let's do one more in case we want to play with it. Sorry, that was probably pretty loud. Okay, let's see. The punch out from this one is like a little confetti, but in beige it's not that cute. Okay, maybe let's put it right there for a minute. Okay, what else do we want to do? Do we want to use any of these? Green would have to go up here. Let's get that on a little bit of foam so we can play around with it too. Yeah, I love that little shape. Okay. You see, I'm just using my square tile as a little bit of texture and dimension in my cluster. I'm not even going to really see it. It just pops in there. That's what I was explaining in my video yesterday. It's such a great punch to just kind of tuck in places. This one's cute too. This sticker right here. Let's see. What do we have for words? There's this one. Time to take time. What does that say? Time to soak in the beautiful moments. Oh, isn't that true? Okay. Let's see. Maybe we could put this one down here. Let me put that one aside for a minute. Maybe we need to back it with something. Wow, my desk is a mess, guys. Okay, it means I've been working, right? Okay, where's I have my custom cutting system here. The ovals. the templates. Where's my other blades? Let's see. I think, yep, it's going to be, oh, it could be the big one. The big one. Or the second one. Let's start with the second one. Get my mat. Where's my little sticker? Okay, let's do green. I just had green. There it is. We'll do green, and I need a piece of blue. Let's see. You know what I'll do is I'll use the same blue that we use for the border. Bring it in a third area. Let's see if we like this. If not, I think the sticker looked pretty good by itself too. Okay. I'm thinking right around here. I put it on my little mat here. Oh yeah, that looks kind of cute. Let's go ahead and commit to that. Got to make some decisions here. There we go. It blends in, but then it doesn't. The blue really helps it pop out. I don't know if you guys could see that actually in the in the screen, but here it's like, okay, it kind of blends in, but yet it pops out. And I'm gonna have to work on this title a little bit because it really is kind of bothering me, that little space between. I guess I'm just gonna have to go closer. There we go. I feel like I do need some more blue over here. Okay, what else can I do? I think I need some greenery too. Let me grab my 5-leaf punch. And decide, oh, where's that green paper? Here it is, the green olive paper. Let's punch out a couple of these. This was my last sheet of this. I'm not sure what it was called. It might be olive. I'm thinking if I give each little cluster some leaves. Actually, where's my... Let's try this one too. Sorry for the sound, guys. Here it goes again. I like it with the pattern. The green's nice too, but the pattern just adds a little bit more. What do you guys think? Pattern or no pattern? Let me do another one. I have lots of room down here on this picture to cover up some stairs, so why not add some leaves? Okay, I'll do a leaf in every cluster. I'm okay with that. I mean, we are at a garden. No pattern. Yeah, those dies are cute, aren't they? They're on Amazon. I could link them. Oh, it's going to be hard for me to do it in this video. It's hard to go back. It takes me a couple days, but I'll get it. When it's live, it's really weird to link stuff, but I'll try and link it somewhere. Maybe do one more right here. Let's see. I think I agree. The no pattern stands out a little more, right? No pattern. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let's see if we need one on this side. I don't want to cover up the waterfall too much. Stairs, okay. Waterfall, no. And then maybe I can pop this up onto some foam tape. There we go. Okay. Well, there, I'm kind of liking it. Let's see if there's any other stickers that we can use for like our finishing touches. There's some little hearts. my tag's gonna have some twine coming out right here, so I don't want to do too much there. Still has to clear those embellishments also. So let's see. This one down here I think I'm good with. I think I'm getting a little bit big here, and I think it's okay. Has that cute little saying on it. And yeah, I think that is okay. I think I like it. Nancy, were you saying green as far as the leaves, the solid green? Yeah, I think I like that too. Thank you, Jean. There we go. I'll adhere everything down and probably post a picture in my Facebook group of the final, or on my Facebook page, my final verdict. But I think I'm going to leave it. I don't think there's a lot of finishing touches I want to add. I'm thinking I might need a little something over here. I'm just worried about the tag. So I want to get my journaling on there and the twine. I think once I add the twine, just have this little bit of something right here to help highlight that tag area. But there, oh yeah, solid green, yeah. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, guys. Okay, well there we go. That was fun. I gotta find my mouse now so I can click the screen to come back to you guys. There we go. Okay, so I wanted to talk real quick about my crop. So I'm gonna try my first ever virtual crop. If you're on my Facebook group, you probably already saw this. I am gonna open this up to the public. The only thing is I do need you to register. And if you go to my Facebook group and go to the events section, or you can just keep scrolling down, it would be there. But if you go up to the top where it says more, you can click events and then you would see it there. And I just need people to register, so I would have the emails, and so I can make a group, like a bulk email, and send it out all at once. I don't want to just put the Zoom link out opened into the public. So I do need people to register. So if you're interested, it's going to be on the 25th, and we're going to go from 9 to 12. It's going to be very casual, very laid back. You can have your camera on or off, however you like, and we're just going to scrapbook. Maybe I'll do a page layout, a demonstration, but I'm still not 100% sure on how it's going to work, but I know that you can come in and out if you want, and or just pop in and say hi, whatever. But I hope that you guys can all join me. I think it will be fun. And so there's that. And then I also have, let me go down to the next slide here. Thank you, Nancy. I'm also doing, if you know of anybody that would like a beginning scrapbook class, I do this one in person, but I want to try doing it virtually and see if I can reach more people. It's a great class for beginners or somebody that has been out of scrapbooking for a while and might need a refresh course. I'm offering 2 sessions of that. And yes, Jean, that's different than the March 5th. Yeah, so my customers only on the March 5th day. The other one is open to the public. Okay, and then this one's open to the public also. This is about a 90-minute or so class, just going over the basics of scrapbooking. I know most of you probably don't need that, but if you know of anybody, then send them over to my Facebook page also, and they could find it there as well. I have one on the 15th, and let me just change the slide here. One on they're both saying the 15th. The other one, I thought I fixed that problem. First, they both said the 25th, and then they both said the 15th now. I don't know why it's doing that. There's a little issue with my software. But anyway, one is the 25th, but we have some time for that one. But anyway, go over to my Facebook page. You can see it all over there. Okay? And that's it. That's all I have. Let me come back to this screen. Thank you guys so much. You can see, look at this mess on my desk. But I love my layout. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate it. that you guys took this time out of your day, and I hope that you can find some time today to get your scrapping done. Okay, so take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you real soon. Oh yeah, one more thing. On my YouTube channel, I will be starting another small series. I'm not really sure how it's going to run yet, but it's going to be using this 110 scrapbooking book to make title pages. So I need to get some title pages done, and there's some layouts in there that I thought would be great for title pages. So I hope that you come back and join me for that series. It should start maybe hopefully by this weekend or early next week. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.